comfortable. Brothers can't afford to get too comfortable, you know, because that's when you become the porn. That's when they use your ass. Anytime white people want to smooth some shit over, they go get that rich nigga and put you on TV.
Some people are conscious, some people are not. I can tell he's not conscious. He doesn't really care what's going on. But us, I know that the game that we used to love and we promote, it brings people together. And it hurts me sometimes when we have to sit up here to talk about stuff that divides the game. Now we got to answer for what this idiot has done.
To represent the people, you know? You have you asking you questions like, Damon, now that you made this $13 million, and we're not counting. Now that you made all this money, let me ask you this. Let me just throw this out at you. You respond any way you want. Is there racism in America?
Chuck. I think he should have been suspended. I think Adam should have suspended him. First of all, Adam's Jewish. You can't take my $40 million and insult my religion.
You be sitting there thinking about that paycheck talking about.
I can't believe that we ain't talking about that. We're talking about this idiot.
No, sir. If in there is, I ain't seen none. Too comfortable. Brothers can't afford.
Hey, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, glories, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the elect who firmly believe in Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Now, as you've seen, that was a clip. You know, we know the comedian Damon Wayans, and like they say, the truth is stranger than fiction, right? So that was a clip in which, you know, Damon Wayans was telling the truth on how the so-called white man operates these Edomites and how they use our people to furthermore divide us, right? So they can attempt to stay in power, you know, and use that term loosely as far as staying in power. And, you know, these are what you call, sand boats. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the term is sand boats, you know, house niggas. You know, these Shaquille O'Neal and Chuck, you know, Charles Barkley, you know, this is what you call real house niggas, right? The field nigga and the house nigga, the dark skin and the light skin, right? Here it is, you know, all see, and the thing with, you know, these small hats, they like to tell you that you're anti-Semitic when you say, oh, I'm a Hebrew or I'm a Jew, you know, and things of that nature. Or you promote, you know, so-called Negroes being Hebrews. All of a sudden you're anti-Semitic. It's crazy how, you know, it's not crazy, but it's funny how, you know, these devils, once you're pro-belief, you're anti what they are, you know. But that's just the way for these Edomites to, you know, like I said, attempt to stay in power, you know, and try to run from who he actually is according to the Holy Scriptures, which is an Edomite, right? However, what they're doing now is something that has always been done, you know, trying to keep us away from our power, true living power, Yahweh being the Heavenly Father's name, while Yahweh Shai being his son's name. It's not God and Jesus, it's Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. You know, and during the time of the Greeks, you know, this is something that they've done as well. So let me start it with the book, 2 Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 1. It says, not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of God. You know, so they don't even want us to, you know, come to the fact of our religion. So this is why I always say this is the worst captivity that we've been in, because we didn't even know who we are as a people, you know, and these devils knew that. You know, these devils knew that, well, they don't know who we are, who they are as a people. Let's claim to be them. So that's what's happening. Now that we're waking up to this, they're telling us, oh, we're anti-Semitic. So this is a narrative that's being pushed, you know, because at the end of the day, they want to come down upon the true Israelites, the men out that sighing and crying for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Verse 2, it says, and to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of Jupiter Olympius, and that in Garizim the Jupiter of the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in the place. The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people, for the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles, which were those Greeks, right? The Gentiles being the other nations, right? Edomites, it says, who dallied with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places, and besides that brought in things that were not lawful. So here it is, they're disrupting our holy temples, but now they're attempting to do it, with your actual temple. It says, because we don't have any buildings, right? We don't have any buildings, any temples to where we go and congregate. So the temple in which they're destroying now is your body, is your actual body. It says the altar also was filled with profane things which the law forbiddeth. It says, neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient fasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. So that's what's happening. Here it is. Kanye's calling himself a Jew. Kyrie Irving's calling himself a Jew. Kanye West, he loses all his partnerships. Kyrie Irving gets suspended, for, I believe it's 4 or 5 games without pay. You see what happened with Nick Cannon. They pretty much took down his Cannon Clash